Okay. This time, I think I got it. Probably. Maybe. Let's see. Kind of. Sorta. Okay. Excellent. So. I never did open these. I should open these. 7 of them. Mixed wildflower greens. Oh, joy. A bowl of wildflower greens. Each of these was harvested by very carefully asking the wildflower if it was done using the leaf, waiting a few hours for an answer, and then gently plucking it while apologizing. 2 handfuls of walnuts. This is a handful of walnuts picked by hippies. Well, not actually picked. That'd be cruel. These were given up willingly by the trees. Either that or they just fell off, and trees don't actually have feelings. Let's see, some mega tofu. Gentlin bottle. Despite the hippies' intense brand loyalty to it, this is probably the least efficient way to transform and consume beverages ever invented, with cupped hands running a close second. It's full of lukewarm herbal tea, though, so maybe it's a good thing that you can't get at it. Cruelty-free wine. This is a bottle of wine made by the Army of One Love out of volunteer grapes, which is to say grapes that have fallen off the vine naturally, which is to say mostly already sour grapes. Not even a fox would eat the grapes that went into this wine. Well, then why is everything counting as good? I have foods that are labeled crappy that sound way more appetizing than any of this. Thistle wine? This is like dandelion wine, only it's made from thistles instead of dandelions. Not only do hippies believe that all plants are equally beautiful, but they also believe that all plants are equally appropriate for the use and production of wine. I see. I've got 16 blocks of mega tofu. Anyway. So, couple of things before we hit into the jars of psychoses. Blessed thistle? It was suggested to me that I should think about taking on the naughty princess and finishing out the main quest and then continuing into all of this kind of stuff. And I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But after seeing the pretentious artist, I just want to hit these. I just want to do these, all these jars of psychosis. I just want to dig into them. So at least for today, that's my plan. Just the jars. I mean, we can always go over here tomorrow. But I still want, anyway. So let's go ahead and let's hit up the captain of the Gourd. I believe the person we're talking about. Hold on, let me grab that. It'll annoy me if I don't. Here it is. This guy. Okay. Well, he's a very unexpected person to do this to. Let's see what his inner demons look like. And let's wrestle them. You open the jar and peer inside. The swirling subconscious extract makes you dizzy, so you lie on the couch as you feel your mind projecting itself into the jar. The only thing in here is the gourd. Nothing else? Nothing else. Just the gourd. A tremendous gourd rests on a marble plinth in the middle of nowhere. Its mottled green and orange skin seeming almost to glow in the strange half-light of, wherever this is. You approach it curiously, yet cautiously, and as you reach out to touch it, a deep, sonorous voice speaks directly into your mind. Is this Psycho Waluigi, but with a gourd instead of an eggplant? Feels like Psycho Waluigi to me. Adventurer! Your arrival is fortuitous, and not a moment too soon. My enemies have us surrounded. We are beset on every side. Holy crap, I think this is Psycho Waluigi. Eat me and I'll give you psychic powers should be the next thing it says, right? What's going on? Conspiracy! These wretched beings have plied their trade in shadow and secrecy for far too long, and only I can force them into the light. Only I can draw back the curtain on these foul cabals and cabals and consortiums. Only I can reveal their dark plans and plottings. We're talking about secret societies? The Illuminati? That sort of thing? The Bavarian Illuminati is only a single spider in this web of intrigue, adventurer. The groups that seek to destroy me are numerous as a nest of malign wasps, but to effect my silence they have banded together and recruited an army of the foulest demons known to mankind. Gosh. Gosh indeed, adventurer, but Lady Luck has smiled upon us this day. Your arrival will put an end to this dire siege. Are you prepared to offer your life in my defense? Hesitate not, noble warrior. The secrets of the universe will be yours should you succeed. Well, okay, if they're really good secrets... Capital! Our enemies arrive even as we speak. Prepare yourself, for you are my final line of defense. Are you ready to earn your position in the annals of history? No, it's not. It's voiced by me. 6 adventures. I have to use up 6 adventures for just one thing, huh? Alright, fine. What you got for me? You're worth 6 adventures? This spider's like no other you've ever seen. Well, apart from any others you may have fought while protecting the gourd, they all look pretty much the same as each other. They don't look like any other spider you may have encountered elsewhere, is my point. The shiny black carapace is pretty standard. It's also wearing a necktie and several pairs of sunglasses, and one of those in-ear speakerphones, which is particularly strange because spiders hear with the hairs on their leg and don't have ears as such. I see the sunglasses. I don't see the speaker thing. It waves 2 of its legs at you and the gourd as it runs forward, chattering and hissing angrily. It don't speak spider, but if you had to guess, you'd say it's ordering you to get out of its way so it can haul the gourd off for some unspeakable purpose. Or maybe it is speakable. You don't know, because, like I said, you don't speak spider. This makes me think of the Apple Spider, which is in a very, very obscure edutainment game that none of you have ever heard of unless it was from me. Except this is the Gourd Spider. It also makes me think a little bit of the Milkman conspiracy. This is what's going on inside this guy's head, is it? Well, oh no, one of my things is missing. The important one that I use all the time. I'm just going to blast you with this. Just hit it really freaking hard. That only used 1 adventure, not 6. What? It lied to me. Hey, look, a spider web. Weakens enemies very slight. Oh, it's another tiny, low-level adventure. As your opponent crashes the ground, you turn your attention to the next one. Well, okay then. That killed it. Well, I see then. Tin can conspirator. This tin can is much like the ones you fought in the haunted pantry, except its label is plain white, apart from where its contents would be printed, which reads redacted. Didn't he want razor-sharp lids, the gourd captain, I mean? That's what he wants, so... It's making a beeline straight for the gourd. So you step forward to block its path. It can't actually speak or make an angry facial expression, do anything else that would communicate its emotional state other than attack you, which it does, so you get the impression that it's not pleased. You take a moment to ponder the can's censored label, wondering out loud if he knows what it contains. And if not, how does it feel about that? The can seems a bit disturbed by your implications. And another one, and another one. Okay, is this the last one? Check, we're in with the gourd. Ha! You showed them! Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. Ha! That showed them! Excellently done, adventurer. But do not rest upon your laurels just yet. That was only the first wave of their assault, and they will not back down so easily. There's more of them? Apparently so! They will stop at nothing to see me destroyed, lest I reveal their terrible secrets to the public at large. What terrible secrets exactly? Such foul deeds as would rack your soul to know but a fraction of them. Well, that doesn't sound like a good thing to unleash upon the subject. Do you want to rack everyone's souls over and over again? For example, the post office has teamed up with the Smirsh, and they plan to control the world's food supply by filling vaccines with red number 4. What? Not only that, but the Society of Freemasons is planning to hasten the arrival of the Singularity via a plot to adulterate our bus terminals with sleeper agents. Furthermore, the World Professional Marbles Players Association is working with Steve Jackson Games to abolish free thought by subverting blood banks with nanobots. But hark! Another wave of their minions approaches. Are you prepared to battle? You haven't even gotten to the drug-crazed Nazis who are summoning demons yet. Come on, keep going. No, wait. Communicating with demons to give them technology and thus found NASA. No? Just spurting our blood banks? Okay. How do you get the goat in Island of Real Gods? Well, I would just ask my many fans and they'd tell me. But for normal people, one sec. There's a wiki. I know there's a wiki. Yes, there's a wiki. Oh, wait, no. I need pets. There it is. Okay, here you go. Okay. This should have all the pets. It looks like it does. You'll have to click on expand on the goat. There's the unlock criteria, the campaign bonus, special ability, evolution requirements. So all your pet needs for Island of Real Gods will be answered here, and specifically the goat is, spoiler alert for anybody who's, anyway. Ah, crap, it's too long. Hold on, I'll have to, doggone it, I own this thing. I want to post extra long messages into my own chat. Who are you to tell me I can't, YouTube? Huh? Alright, there you go. There. That is how you'll get to the goat, and that is everything about every pet, probably. They're probably all there detailed, as at least as detailed information as anyone knows. Okay, so, anyway, where were we? Oh yes, subverting the blood banks with nanobots. Let's do this. Oh, hey, look, razor-sharp can lids. I can give the guy... Uh-oh. A goblin conspirator. Yeah, the goat was kind of a pain in the butt. It depends. I mean, if you're still really early in the game, it actually might be difficult to do this, because not killing a single monster is kind of a pain, and then, the 5,000 Mystic Guards may take you longer than you expect. The goblin rushing towards you has a serious look on his face and is dressed in a dark suit and a necktie, with a pair of sunglasses and one of those little earpiece radios. He's also sporting an impressive collection of lapel pins. The Red Cross of the Templars, the Illuminati eye in a triangle, a Masonic emblem, logos of 3 different government bureaus, and several others you don't recognize. "Get out of the way, interloper!" he shouts at you as authoritatively as he can, given his shrill goblin voice. We are authorized to use deadly force. Had to get that. Had to get that voice up an octave for this goblin. Authorized by whom? You aren't cleared for that information. He sneers, and he pulls a handgun out. Oh, crap, a handgun. I throw a salsa ball at him. Oh, no. He pistol whips and then shoots me, adding injury to injury. 1 damage. Oh, how will I survive? Another crazy conspirator falls. Another one. Ooh, what is this? A tin spider conspirator. Someone has apparently assembled a terrifying giant robot spider out of the flattened and well-together can lids. Apparently, it's possible that someone has assembled flattened... Alternately, it's possible that someone has assembled flattened and welded together tin cans into a battle mech suit for a regular living spider. Is that more or less terrifying? Are you more frightened of spiders or giant robots? Whatever it is, you're going to have to swallow your fear and stop it before it gets to the gourd. This tries to shoot electrified webs at you. But, you know, better than to stand around when a spider points its butt at you. Sage advice. If a giant spider mech points its butt at you, just get out of the way. Just get out of the way. This is true of a lot of things pointing its butt at you. Nothing's good. Nothing good can possibly come of a giant anything pointing its butt at you. No. This is a goblin wearing a tin can for a costume. At least that's what it seems to be. But closer inspection shows that it actually is a big tin can, with jagged holes awkwardly punched through where the arms, legs, and head would go. Maybe the goblin was inside the can, had to claw its way out, and this is as far as he got. Did they actually put a goblin through industrial canning process? That sounds pretty awful. That would explain why it's making a terrible banshee howling noise and charging towards you with berserk abandon, intent on rending the gourd or anything that gets in its way with its razor-sharp claws. It runs around in berserk frustration a lot, unable to concentrate on attacking you. The canned goblin stops screaming and just pants for a bit. Berserk wage can wear a guy out, you know. A lull in the fighting gives you a moment to wipe the sweat from your brow and rest your weary arms for a moment. You're doing well, stalwart companion. My enemies will rue the day they attempted to silence me. They're bringing heavier guns, really weird ones. The weird is their stock and trade. They rely on the public's unwillingness to believe that which seems unbelievable. It allows them to discredit their detractors as madmen and cranks. But I will not be silenced so easily, and thus they fear me. They do seem to be taking this pretty seriously. How could they not? They cannot risk me revealing the fact that the military-industrial complex is going to use gamma waves to contaminate the government's computer databases in order to destroy the entire planet. What? The military destroy the government's computer databases? Something about that doesn't sound quite right. By conspiracy logic, shouldn't the government be all the evils? This would mean the military was not part of the government anymore. Or that Time Warner Communications has teamed up with the Order of the Golden Dawn, and they plan to prevent the New World Order by corrupting airports with sarin gas. Just imagine the public outcry if it came to light that the Order of the Golden Dawn had teamed up with the Bilderberg Group, and they plan to immanentize... is that even a word? The eschaton by contaminating our auras with nanomachines. That would be, that would be quite a thing. Hark! Another wave approaches. To my defense, adventurer! Are you ready? Okay. Well, I mean, destroying the planet is, you know, why not? Sounds like something that a government would want to do, doesn't it? They can live on the moons with the pork elves. You know, it's fine. They've got a teleporter they can use. They've got an escape plan. Come on. You're going to have to try harder on your conspiracies. Yeah, these are strange, and you're throwing some weird words at me, but I've seen stranger conspiracy theories than these. Are you even trying, Mr. Gourd? Come on. You gotta really put some effort into them this time. I'm looking for crazy. Another round to us, exults the Gourd. How fare you, champion? I've had worse. And indeed you shall. I sense the approach of the general of their forces. Fnord, the unspeakable. The word Fnord is used as a placeholder for the actual name, which is visually incomprehensible to the human mind when rendered in text. Oh, it's a Cthulhu thing. An eldritch abomination, I see. The very sound of the name sends a shudder down your spine, and you make an involuntary noise. Who's that? A monstrous amalgam of their most terrible forces, engineered for one purpose only: the annihilation of the enemies of the conspiracy. Their final line of assault against those who would refuse to cower in miserable silence. I don't like the sound of this. Stand firm, warrior! You must not falter in my defense. Even now... It is a Psychonauts reference. I remember I said the first... Anyway. Even now, the Milkman is planning to subjugate the entire human race via a plot to strike the major credit card companies with negative energy. And the Reptilian Council wants to mind control our children. Yes, get the reptile people in there. And plans to achieve this by undermining our auras with sarin gas. Oh, come on, you're on reruns now. I must survive to cast light on these terrible shadows. The people must know how the Skull and Bone Society is going to use BHT to contaminate cell phone towers in order to establish a totalitarian world government. Yes, I can see how that's important. The utmost importance! But the time for discussion is at an end. Our enemy approaches. How can I summarize what you've missed? Like this, only repeat it to yourself 4 times with different words. Nonsense! This is all elementary, logical. Yes, you've heard of these things, have you not? Obviously, a negative energy to strike the major credit card companies. Oh, that's only the half of it. You know that actually, it's not the reptilians that are the real villains in all of this. They were merely being put up to it by the Ewoks. Yes, the Ewoks control Disney now. But don't tell anyone that I told you that. Also, the planet's flat for some reason. Hell, for all I know, the Kingdom of Loathing world might be flat. Still, should have showed up, right? Alright, let's move on. Aww. It doesn't have a goblin. A howl. That sounds like nothing so much as twisting, tearing metal fills the air. And a monstrous amalgamation of spider, goblin, and tin. There's no goblin in that. Oh, please. That's not a... nah. That head does not count as enough goblin. Nope. There can only be Fnord the Unspeakable appears in the distance. Bagon, interloper! This is between us and the Gourd. I fight for truth, you crazy thing. It's time for the crimes of your shadowy masters to be exposed to the light, I guess. Your bravado will make your crushing defeat all the more hilarious. He tries to attack you, but not unexpectedly for such a hideous abomination. He isn't all that coordinated, actually. He attempts to trample on your rights, but you refuse to be silenced. Ah, crap. He's over already. That's literally the weakest thing I can do. Oh, well. That's all I got. As Fenor the Unspeakable crashes to the ground, the remaining conspirators scatter in panic, yelling into their little microphones and jumping into black helicopters and white-paneled trucks. One of them shouts at you to expect a bill for the ammo they expended. Well done indeed. Those bastards will think twice before they tangle with us again. They'll attack anyway, of course. They always do, the mad blighters. But this buys us some well-needed breathing room. Well, I'm glad to have done my part to protect the truth. The truth that, what was it again? That the Pope wants to subjugate the entire human race, and plans to achieve this by overloading King Ralph with stem cells. Or the combined forces, the Italian Mafia and NASA, are plotting to resurrect Stalin by weakening our vital essences with estrogen. Or perhaps the fact that the Warren Commission is serving to abolish free thought by attacking the nation's bank with assassination squads provided by the Trilateral Commission and genetically modified bacteria. One of those, certainly. I'm very grateful for your aid, my friend. Here, take this as a token of my esteem. I don't know, I think I'd rather eat the gourd. Just like, no, I'm gonna cook you. It might make the rest of the game more interesting to have all of this in my head. Or belly. Actually, it might result in my belly continually talking to me. Still might make the rest of the game more interesting. I'll take it. Fancy gourd potion. Quest item. Selling price 123 meat. This is an elegant crystal decanter that contains a fizzing orange liquid. You're suddenly holding a crystal decanter full of orange liquid. What's this? An invigorating tonic, full of natural ingredients to repair the damage to your vital essences caused by years of fluoride, electromagnetic radiation, and alien hypno beams. Does it also contain ginseng and ginkgo to help me think so powerfully that I can see through the conspiracies like you can, Mr. Gourd? Is this your blood? Blood? No, not my blood. Certainly not. Anyway, I have a zine to publish, you know, so if you'll excuse me, do stop back again. I'm sure I'll need your services in the future. And then you find yourself back at your campsite. It's true, I am back at my campsite. How about that? Where is my new... Glug, glug, glug. Oh, wow, that was worth nothing. It tastes like really expensive onions. What do really expensive onions taste like as opposed to normal ones? Wow, that sucked. I burned like 21 adventures or something. I'm not sure how many I spent. Well, let me see. 6, 12, 18, 19? Anyway, I burned adventures and got this. It's okay. It was worth it. It was worth it. That was a fun adventure. Alright, let's see. What are we gonna do next? I mean, the first jar of Psychosis was so good. Nearly 1,000 to all stats. It was crazy, or something like that. That's at least how I remember it. Wasn't one of them like the Moxie plus 999 or something? Anyway, it was good. That one, but it was fun. Alright, who are we going to do next? The old man Aha, this jar contains its dark secret origins, the old man's obsession with the sea. I don't remember what a crackpot mystic is. What suspicious looking guy we talking about? I want to do the meatsmith. It's a jar of the stuff that makes the meatsmith tick. Wait, did I say tick? I meant crazy. Let's go visit the meatsmith first. I'm the meatsmith. I'm very busy, so I won't be able to smith anything for you. You can buy components and smith things yourself, actually. If you have some spare time, I could use your help with a business issue. Well, a few weeks ago, this guy was trying to open a skeleton store, came over here and bought a crate of weapons and armor. He said he'd be right back with a check, but for some reason, after he took my big crate of weapons and armor into his store with the skeletons, he never came back to pay me. I don't suppose you could head over there and see what's up. I'd do it, but like I said, I'm really busy, and I'll make it worth your while, I promise. Skeleton store, huh? Sounds cool. I'll check it out. Okay, you know what? Let's take care of this real fast. These were pathetic, so, you know, absolutely pathetic. So, come on. There should be a crate in here. Any second now? Any second now? I'm gonna stumble into it. Right. Oh, there we go. Skeleton store. Office key. Wait, do I need to use that out of my... Let's see. Whoop. No. Okay, then we'll just continue bumping about this store. Any second now. They are fighting the former owner of the skeleton store. You unlock the manager's office and find more or less what you were expecting. The manager. What you were not expecting, however, was that the manager to himself be a skeleton. If a skeleton is selling other skeletons, isn't that kind of morally dubious? I find it more strange that he decided to take his flesh off. That's not normal behavior. You don't just remove all your flesh. Like, I don't need this anymore. I got a skeleton store now. I can do it. You don't have the time to ponder the ethics of undead slavery right now, though, because you're about to become a victim of a smaller scale crime of undead assault and battery. Oh, we got the check. Cool. I thought we were going to find the crate. Alright. There you go, meaty. Thank you. A check made out in the amount of 40 skeletons, drawn on the account of the First Skeleton Bank of Skeletons. Pretty sure this guy doesn't understand what the words mean. Well, especially not now that he's been killed once by skeletons and again by me. Oh, we're assuming he was killed by skeletons. Okay, anyway. Well, that was a happening. Let's tear open this jar. Oh, oil? I do? What is this doing still here? Huh? Huh? It won't go away. I want to do another one. Is this limited to one a day? It must be. Hold on, I'm going to look this up. Jar of psychosis. Is it just you're limited to one a day? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? The couch and jar will always disappear at rollover. Using one of the jars of psychosis. Or by using a psychoanalytic jar on certain NPCs. Allows you to enter an area based on the patient's psychosis. You can only have one jar at a time. Okay, so I could only do one a day. Looks like I have a full set except for somebody named Jick. Area reset never. That might be why. Huh. So we can only do one a day. All right, understood. I got it. All right. Well, that ruins my plans. I guess I'll have to have some other adventure. Alright, well, let's see. We have all kinds of other fun things. There's a conspiracy island, which would be strangely fitting after the adventure we just had. We could do the sorceress. We've got the bottles of absinthe, the bottles of agua de vida, and the devilish folios. All of these give access to areas that I hasn't been yet. I can't believe how big this game is. There's just so much stuff in it. It's ridiculous. Alright. Alright, you know what? Alright, let's go ahead. Let's try it. Let's see. Aha! Before there was no way for me to interact with this. Now there's a registration desk. You survey the crowd of gathered adventurers as you approach the registration desk, or the registration folding table, as the case may be. So cheap. Hello, says the officious man behind the folding table. You're here for the contests, I presume? So... The way this works is that I need to evaluate you to determine your starting place in each contest, and then you go wait in line for the contest to start. You only get one shot at the evaluation, so make sure, or extra cologne, or whatever it is you people do to prepare for these things. Fastest, strongest, spookiest. What? What are these based on? I mean, strongest, obviously, muscle. Spookiest could maybe be mysticality. You know what? Maybe moxie could be fastest, because it is your dodging. Maybe? You know what? Let's go overboard. One sec. I need... There. I'm going to just gather up some of these. Then I go over here and I'm all like... No, it wasn't under combine, it was under cook. Yes. So we're all like blue plus yellow. I don't remember really what does what, but we'll just make some stuff. Teal, but not the one that made me a full slime? I don't remember. I really don't remember what led to what, but it's okay. We'll just drink everything. Oh, I thought about that. I suppose I could, but I still don't remember what they do. Ah! Okay. Violet plus red. Violet plus blue. I think that's a full set. I think I just made them all. Right? I think so. Alright, here we go. Muscle foam. 200%. Yeah. A little bit there. Oh my gosh, this power. We are going to absolutely murder these contests. Absolutely murder them. Kind of makes me... I mean, then I could probably go under the sea for a few adventures. Because why not? With stats like these. Which one was it that makes me a slime? I'd swear it was teal. I don't want to drink the one that's gonna slime me, really. I'd swear it's teal. Yeah, it's definitely teal. Ah, there we go. No, we can go further still. Da 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 da. We're over 1,000 on all stats. If only I had something that would increase the durations now. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Fastest adventure contest. You qualify to start at rank 11? What? Are you kidding? You survey the crowd of gathered adventurers. Yeah. The strongest. Number 2. Let's see. I've already rented the fastest adventure. The clipboard says that there are 10 adventurers in the contest besides you, and I'm in 11th place. Holy shit, I'm the slowest adventurer. Alright. Number 11. Kung Fu Hustler. Kung Fu Hustle, is it? You remember the Axe game? Axe Gang? Doesn't seem like it. You hear of the fastest adventure contest or whatever? He jerks around to face you with a yell, spins a pool cue around at such speed It seems that he's in danger of helicoptering away. Do you request of me a challenge, he shouts, barking the words out so fast his lips can't keep up. Mr. Loathing. Like Mr. Universe or Mr. You approach a well-oiled bodybuilder type, as he seems like the kind of guy who would know where the strongest adventure contest is being held. Listen to me very carefully. I'm going to give you a series of beatings, and I want you to suffer from them immediately. That's a weird way to threaten someone. No problemo. What? Then to hell with you. Oh, I get it. You don't actually speak English at all, do you? You're fired. They're all quotes from Mr. Universe himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. That one was great. That was the one he delivered at the end of The Running Man, which is one of my favorite Arnold movies. I should have done an Arnold voice for it all. Oh well. Oh, I see. Because it's in 11th place, I have to fight 11 of them. And, okay. I get it. Crap, my stats are going to go away. I see. Yeah, I know. I know you're talking about Kung Fu Hustle. Crap. My slimes are all going to wear off. I want to go to someplace ridiculously dangerous with them. That's fine. I'll always get more slimes later. A microwave magus. You approach a man sitting on top of a microwave. You want to ask him where the line for the fastest adventure contest is, but you instead decide to ask him why he's sitting on a microwave. As you approach him, he springs to his feet. My meditation was not to be disturbed. Sorry. But you're interrupted by a series of beeps. Hi, says the readout from the microwave as it rises into the air and begins to hover next to him. Say, that's friendly. He murmurs under his breath, and the microwave vomits a chunky spray of macaroni and cheese. Why would it do that? It should be, if it's doing stench damage, it should be burnt popcorn. Come on now. Drat, it's already over. A Cheetah Man. Oh, really? From the NES game? You tap an adventure on, or is this Cheetah from Hunter x Hunter? You tap the adventurer at the back of the line on the shoulder and ask him what's going on with the whole contest thing. He turns around faster than you've seen anyone turn around before. His bright green eyes with slit-like pupils consider you from among the spots on his orange furry face. His ears perk up and rotate towards you. Uh-oh, you've heard about these guys. Human-cheetah hybrids. They gain speed and strength, but lose their ability to not act like a cat. And now that you've startled him, he's acting like a startled cat. Well, quick, spray him with catnip. And string. And a yo-yo. Red Dwarf, the cat, was the best. Especially in the first few seasons. He was hilarious. Why is the Microwave Man part of this contest anyway? I mean, aside from it being a fast way to cook food, I don't see how it belongs in this contest. Oh, well. A Tasmanian Devil. And the last thing between you and the Fast Adventure title is this thing. What is this thing? Don't you mean, what is this guy? Wait, don't you mean, who is this guy? Right, that's what I meant you meant. He's a Tasmanian dervish. His father was a whirling dervish, and his mother was a Tasmanian devil. How did they... Your sentence is cut off by the dervish's sword. Probably just as well. You duck under a fast-moving sword, even as you jump over a fast-moving kick. It's sort of like an accordion motion. A hand emerges from the whirlwind and slaps you 20 or 30 to 40 times the space in the face. A sword whips out of the whirlwind, moving too fast to see, but not too fast to slice open your eye. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Kablam! Yeah, I thought that'd get him. You don't really need speed when you can do that kind of damage. Alright, well, we gained another stat point. Nice. 4 rounds till all the buffs go away. I have more than 1,000 hit points right now. I don't even know what my MP is, but presumably it's a lot. Plague no! Don't let a plague doctor be your chef. You approach a cloaked adventurer to see if this is the right place for the contest. He turns around to reveal one of those horrifying bird masks doctors used to wear during times of the plague. Then he pulls out a black rolling pin, carved with malevolent-looking arcane runes, and you realize that, damn it, Hadriex, he's a chef, not a doctor. If only I'd named my character Jim. Ghost Puncher. A woman in a gray jumpsuit. She looks a bit like Gina Davis, but with different colored hair, is adjusting the cable connections from her scientific-looking black backpack to her strange metal gloves as you approach. The logo on her shoulder patch appears to depict a ghost with a large cartoon boxing glove. So you're a ghost puncher? That's correct. I thought we were supposed to be fighting spooky people. She clicks a knob on the inside of her wrist, and her glove lights up with arcing plasma across the knuckles. Okay, that's pretty freaking cool. I would love to see a Ghostbuster movie where they have proton fists. Is that effective? Punching ghosts? Not just good ghosts. You quickly dive as one of her glowing fists crackles past your ear. I want that glove. Who's your next of kin? I need to know who I'm going to call. Green carton ghost appears out of nowhere and vomits green ooze all over you. Ugh, aren't you going to punch that thing? Can't. The marketing department won't let me touch that one. Slimer keeps getting me. How am I going to fit you into this little trap box thing? Might be. The Bat Burglar. You approach a caped adventurer from behind and ask him if it's the right line for the spookiest adventurer contest. He whirls around, and you see that he's wearing a cowl that covers most of his face and is topped with fake cat ears. They're bat ears. I'm a Bat Burglar. Tell your friends. How did you know that I thought they were cat ears? I didn't say anything out loud. Sonar. That doesn't make any sense. You reply, to nobody, because he's gone. You feel a tap on your shoulder, and whirl about to find him hanging upside down behind you. I kind of like the Tick's version of Batman, even if he's... well, all the superheroes are useless in that one. Out of nowhere, a bat-shaped knife hits you in the neck. Curses! That's 3 in a row. He presses the wrong button on his utility belt and causes a distant explosion instead of nearby injury. That was just my kryptonite bombs. I had them, well, in case I... well, don't worry about it. Boo-doo-boo-doo. Tuck on it. I want to play a video game that's all about punching ghosts now with a proton fist. Good grief. It'd be the coolest thing ever. But now we're going to have to fight this boss with regular, ordinary stats that are 1/5 of the size they were a minute ago. The spookiest adventure contest has come down to just you and the terrifying flesh golem, apparently built from the stitched-together limbs of dead adventurers. Wow, crazy. I didn't have to fight a Frankenstein's monster. Not call me monster. Is rude. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Frankenstein. Me, Arthur! Mr. Frankenstein, my creator. Yeah, how could you get that wrong? Everyone knows that. Oh, wow. Ooh, ow. Ooh. Make dead. Can't play with that one. Alright, here you go. I am now the strongest, fastest, and spookiest person still here. You survey the crowd of gathering adventurers as you approach the registration desk. Yeah, okay. Why don't you head to the courtyard to claim your prize? The massive wooden door on the front of the sorcerer's keep swings open with an ominous squeak. Actually, it's more annoying than ominous. You'd think that with all the bureaucracy, they'd be able to keep a hinge oiled. No, bureaucracy ensures that hinge will not get oiled. Bureaucracy is the enemy of pretty much everything, actually. Pretty much. The world's best adventurer sash. Accessory. +1 to all attributes. Wow, that's terrible. You got a sash for being the best around. Apparently being the world's best adventurer entitles you to a kind of crappy sash made out of tissue paper. Yeah, it's pretty awful. Alright. We are now to the coronation courtyard. You march proudly into the courtyard, but instead of fanfare and trumpets, and a shower of roses and the roar of an adoring crowd, you're greeted with silence. Look around. This is not even a very nice courtyard. The grass is weedy and overgrown. The books are scraggly, and is that a skull on the ground? Before you can investigate, a shout from far above dominates your attention. Thanks! This is a distant but still sultry voice, a voice that you are suddenly certain belongs to the sorceress herself. For what? For eliminating the crown of meddlesome adventurers. I'm sure I can find you a suitable reward somewhere. Ah, yes, of course. Here you go. A spherical object thuds in the ground behind you. When you turn around to see wisps of pink gas coming out of it, it's pretty gas. Pretty pink gas, with black spots in it. Black spots on everything now. So pretty sleepy. You bolt awake. Whoa! You survived! I survived? You say. The fog of it feels like years of sleep still mucking up your brain works. You turn to see who you're talking to. It turns out to be a creepy floating skull. Hey there, take it easy, boss. I'm a friend. Name's Frank. Well, let me be Frank too. What the hell's going on here? How did I get here, and why am I talking to a skull from New Jersey? Hey, lay off the accent, Chief. I am what I am. And what's going on is that you survived her trap. Normally people don't wake up from that. I only barely lived myself, if you can call this living. Oh yeah, I was watching this process for about 4,000 years, I'd say. Wait a sec. The council said the king was imprisoned right before I got here. How can the sorcerers have been here for 4,000 years? Because the witch has been here for 4,000 years and only now kidnapped someone. The council? That corrupt bunch of clowns is running the show now? Jeez, no wonder nobody survives this. Get to the point, Frank. Has the sorceress really been here for thousands of years? Well, she hasn't. Time's weird here. Now, let me tell you, it gets weirder, even weirder when you're 95% dead. But that's not important. What's important is that you're here now, and you survived with more of your bits intact than I did. Maybe together we can finish the job. What job? The same job as always, boss. Put an end to the sorcerer's reign of terror. Free the king. I got a good feeling about you and me. I studied for years, you know. Memorized most everything about this place. You need answers? I'm your guy. You need muscles? Well, no can do, Chief. Okay, so what's next? Frank bobs his head towards the hedge maze in front of you. Safety, certain death. Well, I know which one I'm following. You step through the arched entrance of the hedge maze, facing classic maze's choice. Do you go left or do you go right? Just hug the wall and we'll get through this. Okay, let's see. On the one hand, I have no particular reason to trust Frank. On the other hand, I got nothing else to work with. Topiary nugget. As any topiarist can tell you, the basic unit is a nuglet. Is it an elephant's eye? Is it a dinosaur's fingernail? Is it just a piece of normal bush? Good choice, boss. Slow and steady wins the maze. Okay, the maze is 11% done. How do you know that? They had a map. Made me memorize it. Took weeks. 11% isn't much. Are you sure this hug-the-wall strategy is the most efficient way to do it? Keep your hand to the left and never be bereft. You know that won't always solve a maze. Another topiary nugget. Frank surveys the corridors and hedge and says, near as I can tell, boss, we're at 22 or 23% of the way through this thing. Stick with me and you're going places. Can't shake the feeling I'd be going places faster if we stopped covering the same ground over and over with your left wall method, Frank. Just hug the left wall. We'll get through this. Reach the point in the maze where the path butts against a large, shallow, decorative pool. Okay, we're currently about a third of the way through the thing. Keep it up and we'll be there in no time. If you hug the left wall here, eventually we'll make it to the other side of the pool. Why don't you just wade across the pool? Wouldn't it be faster? Well, sure, Chief. It'd be faster at first, but then be really slow, 'cause you'd be dead. That pool's a trap. I guarantee it. Well, seems like a fine reason. He's the smallest courtyard with a statue of a duck in it. This is the 44% duck. We're almost halfway through. Yep, check the inscription if you don't believe me. You do. And damned if he wasn't right. You reach another fork in the maze. You stop for a second to wonder whether it would be possible to eat corn on a cob with a fork. We're more than halfway, buddy! Snapping out of your corn reverie. Frank, this is agonizing. I get the following left wall will eventually get us to the end of the maze, but this is boring. Oh, I'm sorry. I'd hate to have waited in this crappy courtyard for 4,000 years, only to have you show up and get bored. Maybe instead of giving you advice on how to survive this maze full of deadly freaking traps, I should put on a one-man show or something. What are you in the mood for? Maybe some Beckard? Stoppard? Eh? Eh? All right, settle down. Another topiary nugget. Wonder what I use those for. 67%, baby! We're in a straight corridor with no branches, so you have no option other than to follow the left wall. Oh yeah? What about this manhole cover here? I bet at least some shortcut of some sort. Tunnels are almost always shortcuts. No. They specifically warned me about this manhole. Manhole, they said. More like dead manhole. They weren't really funny guys, really. They were more of the thinking and planning type. Well, maybe they were as bad at planning as they were at jokes. Maybe the manhole is the right choice. The game is tempting me endlessly, and I'm just like, nah. We're 78% of the way through the thing, Chief. So close I can taste it. I would be able to if I still had a tongue. Speaking of which, how are you talking exactly? Don't worry about it. Worry about this maze and finishing it by hugging the left wall. You look around. There's a direct path to the exit. You can see the door at the base of the tower. 89%! Just a few more steps and we'll be through. Look ahead and he's right. A straight shot to the door at the base of the tower. No choices to be made. I think you should follow the left wall, boss. Once, buddy, I agree with you. After you. I insist, after you. Then you both giggle and head through the exit at the same time. You know that there's absolutely no way through this maze, right? Unless there's a hole in the hedge somewhere where I can't see it. Just thought I'd mention that. Uh-oh. See, these three are the three that the Adventurers Guild had, where I opened those doors. Star, skeleton, and digital. Well, I could put a skeleton key in here, but the star and digital, I'm not quite so sure about. You put a skeleton key in the lock and turn it. The key, the lock, and the metal plate the lock is attached to all crumble to dust and rust in the case of the metal. Okay, Chief, for this one, you need a key made of stars. I know, it sounded like hippie crap to me too, but you're going to need to make your way to the hole in the sky. Don't worry, it sounds scary, but it's actually hilarious. Alternatively, if you want to avoid the hole, you could try grabbing a star key lime pie from the mall. I mean, the mall is also a hole in its own way, but just a different hole. Okay, digital key, that worked just fine. Boris key, boom. Okay, so I need a star key. Well, that might be what I needed the lines and dots for. Or I could just get a star key lime pie. Sounds easier. I'm lazy. Does it have to be a star key lime pie? Oh well. Here we go. Got it. What? I got it. What do you want from me? This is a star key lime pie with the essence of a hole in the sky cooked into it. Yes? Do I need to eat it? It's just stars and lines. It's just combining them. Okay, I see. So I already had what I needed. I didn't need to do that at all. No, wait. Combine. Star. 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 Smith? Smith it? Maybe? Maybe? No? 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 Oh! Star charts! Yeah, I had a few of those. Alright, that's fine. Oh, what's this? Oh, those. Pfft. Ah, okay, yeah. Assuming I got all this stuff. So, make one of those. Don't want anything else? A star throwing star? Nope. Star sword? Not really. I don't really need any of this junk. Okay, star garb's a thing. I guess I need a set of star guard. How can I resist? No, I don't have enough of this other thing. Oh, well, it's fine. Whatever. Hold on. We just want to... Okay, let me see. It's, Actually, their stats aren't terrible. Quickly! To the pretentious artist! Pfft, that all best you could do. Oh, well, we'll go through this adventure dressed like this. Click. Level 1. Your way forward is blocked by a wall of nasty, stitched-together human skin. You know, if you'd asked me a minute ago if I'd be happier with skin, I'd have said yes. But I'm not so sure now. I accidentally brushed against a really sweaty part of it. Ugh. Oh, crap, it just beat me. Hold on. I need to heal. Heal, 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 heal. Heal, 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 heal. Okay, we're healed. Okay. Ahem. The Wall of Skin. One. It wraps a flap of itself around you and gives you a whole body Indian burn. You watch as goosebumps rise on a big section of it. Then you shudder as goosebumps rise on a big section of you. Frank suggests using your beehive? I didn't see him suggest that. Do I have a beehive? I do have a beehive. You hurl the beehive to the ground in front of a wall of skin. It ruptures, sending hundreds of angry bees. The ones that don't immediately sting the wall bounce off the walls and sting it a second later. The entire wall fattens with welts, swelling larger and larger until it finally explodes in a shower of blood, fat, and histamines. That was something else. Yeah, but it gave lousy stats. Oh. Oh, okay. I think we've all played games like that at some point. Bruce Banner can't think his way out of ropes, can't Hulk, can't seem to muster the anger even though he's tied up. I understand that Zork is supposed to be really good, though. Supposedly. People really like the Zork games. A wall of meat. I knew this was coming, but I was not prepared. Raw, pulsing, vein-shot meat. You know, Disgaea had a bunch of brawlers, the original Disgaea, that were named Wall of Meat. The antidote. The whisk. I don't know why I used bees on a wall. I have literally no idea what you'd want me to hit you with, so I'll just hit you with both. Oh, hey, look, damage works. The wall shifts and sprays got blood on you. Frank explains it's not actual blood, but water saturated with myoglobin. That doesn't make it any less disgusting. Some of your meat meets your some of the meat meets your arse. It's not a happy meeting. Okay, there we go. You made a dent there, Chief, but I bet you could get more meat out of it if you were really trying. You're watching horrors of scattered bits of meat reform if I was really trying? Improve my meat drops. Okay. Oh, dear. What do I have that even does that? I mean, I've got a lot of stuff at this point I should probably be getting rid of. Alright, well, there's a bonus there. Kind of happy with my ancient thing, but somewhere combat initiative. So many items. Darn. Oversized pizza cutter seemed like a... Nor the tongs. Maybe I don't have a weapon that can do it. What about a giant fork? Artisanal rice peeler, fish stick, egg beater, sword, whip. No, okay. Nah, probably not. Offhand items. Okay, this one might work. Something, a disturbing... No. Surely we can do better than 1%. Aha! The lodestone. Perfect. Okay, what do we got over here? Please. Something that makes me have meat. I recommend a Cadbury egg omelet. Strong Bad approved. Looks like no luck there. Alright, accessories. It's time for accessorizing. I should have several here that will work. Let's see. The Yellow Moon of Compassion. Not quite. No. More booze. Makes you look like a doctor. Item drops. Rusty chain necklace. No. Quest item. I still have this mega gem and these spectacles that are quest items. I wonder if they're items where I used alternate things or if they're just... There we go. Next up, the Lucky Rabbit's Foot. 7% meat. There we go. Alright, how about that? It's hard to beat. It's tough. Really, really tough. I'll just use the really thick bandage. I should have swapped out my familiar. That's what I should do next. Uh-oh. I just ran out of mana. Well, it's a good thing I have a whole bunch of this stuff, don't I? Tingly wrists. Mysticality +5. Oh, well, that's nice. I'll use an Elven Metapack. I got tons of those. Maybe a couple of magic packs. By couple, I mean 5. There we go. Perfect. Boy, less and less of the wall of meat. Oh, we're done. Okay, great. I want to equip a real set of gear again. Okay. Wait a sec. You know what? Actually, I'm okay with the silver lapel thingy. I'm actually cool with that. Alright. Not too many more floors. Just 3 more. Wall of bones. Skin then meat. What's up next, Frank? Do you really need to ask, Chief? What could have been a wall of hair or fingernails or, you know, a boat made out of fingernails? New spell damage record. Got a knife? You got the knife, boss? Because you might want to use it. The electric boning knife. Electric boning knife. I actually do have one of those. Guess it's a good thing I didn't sell everything after all. Oh, wait, I lost? Oh, 6,000 hit points. The bones of the wall reconfigure to patch up the hole you just made. It regains 6,000 and then hits me somehow for 6,000. How did it do that? Alright. Fine. No, not here. Here. Alright. Ahem. You turn on the boning knife, and it vibrates itself out of your hands and rattles around the room, neatly severing every tendon holding the wall together, and leaving nothing but a pile of loose bones and skulls on the floor. Having served its ultimate purpose, the knife's motor burns out. Ah, how cathartic. Wait, what? Lifesteal can go backwards in this game? That's just weird. The door to the next set of stairs is blocked by a big antique mirror. Swirling mists dance on the surface, and dancing mists swirl in the depths. Is it going to be an evil clone of me? Do you dare gaze into it? What will it show you? The darkness of the naughty sorceress's soul. Your heart's desire. You, only with the little alligator on your lapel facing the other direction. Or it could be the sorcerer's stone. Or we could go through the looking glass. You gaze in the mirror and see, oh, that's this point. It's just your reflection. But wait! A confident smile crosses her lips. One that you are certain is not on your own. You're pretty nervous, to be honest. She gives you a thumbs up as if to say, you can do it, buddy. You know what? She's right. You can do it. And furthermore, you're going to do it. Intrinsics. Plus 20% to all stats. You've given yourself a silent pep talk, and you feel ready to take on the world. Just a permanent plus 20% to all stats? Okay, cool. And there's the mirror doing the evil clone thing. Apparently it also decided to roll around in black ink. A sorcerer's evil and vaguely sexy voice echoes off the walls around you. So you like to play with mirrors, do you? Well, how about a little fire, Scarecrow? What? You're the Wicked Witch of the West now? I mean, you like to play with mirrors, do you? Well, reflect on this for a while. All of a sudden, you find yourself face to face with what appears to be yourself, only opposite. No, my colors are not inverted. It's not my opposite. It's just my inky clone. It engages in a bit of shadow dancing, and by dancing, I mean kicking your throat. Wow, Chief, you took a really severe beating. Maybe you should consider using more healing items or spells. I started with a healing. I literally started with a healing. Is this going to be like Link, the last boss of Zelda 2? Speaking of shadow boxing, how many of you have seen Shadows by Lindsay Sterling? If you don't know what I'm talking about, type in Epic Violin Girl Shadows. It's one of my favorite YouTube videos. I just love it. I know maybe no one else will care, but I loved it. I thought it was the best. Seriously, it's really impressive. All right, so I guess I'm gonna start with a kablam. It does some shadow puppet theater of adventure, getting his or her ass handed to him, her. It's pretty spot on. You find yourself unable to use any of your skills against your shadow. There's undoubtedly a very good explanation of this, but there's no time right now. Alright. Well, heal. The shadow writhes in agony. Why would me healing hurt my shadow? I've seen a lot of things for, maybe stabbing myself, but not healing myself to hurt it. That doesn't make sense. I don't have a good healing item left, do I? At least nothing that I recognize as a healing spell here. I could throw some fat stacks of cash at it. Was this healing? Okay. Well, it was a little bit of healing. Yeah, but I'm not healing it. I'm healing myself. Alright, let me see what I got. I must have something in here. I've got the Elven Medipacks. Those are okay. 80 to 100, but it's not enough. I've got the cast. That won't help any. I've got this homeopathic elixir. That would not help. I guess the Elven Medipacks are my best bet, huh? Where is it? It's not here. Crap. Why are my Elven Medipacks missing? I think that's all I got left is the gauze. I don't think I have another healing item of note in my inventory. I don't have many of these. And it kills me anyway. I cannot fight this thing. It's just too high level for me. I can't fight it right now. I've only got 2 gauze garters left, and I don't have any other. I need a good healing item, really. There was a thick bandage I had once. I can't remember. Oh, come on. Plaid, but really thick. That's what it was. No, I want to know what it does. Oh, not enough. I need something that heals even more. Okay, plaid. 120 to 150. So on. Restores up to. What do you mean up to? It's cheap, so obviously it's not very reliable. The plaid bandages are expensive, but they heal the most. Alright, I think I know how to beat her. I don't know how many I'll need. I'll just buy 9. That was expensive. Then I still have... Okay, that's not gonna help much. No, I need the hit points. I need the red one. Crap. Alright. I need something that increases my muscle. Anything that increases my muscle so I have more hit points at the start. A suburb of this. Hot coal. Mangled fingers. Muscle plus 25%. Yes. Yes. Nope. Yes. Excellent. Alright. Pudding skin? Sure, why not? I'll take anything. That was supposed to happen. A really thick spine. Sure, why not? I'll do it. Let's see. Protection from bad stuff. Sure, why not? Protection from bad stuff. Sounds reasonable, given the circumstance. Alright, I think that's it. I think that's what I can do for now. Use some dread wax too. Alright, I have more hit points, considerably more. A little bit of resistance. And I've got plaid bandages. Maybe I'm good. Maybe. Still doing more damage than I can heal, as expected. But maybe I can outlast you. You weren't expecting plaid bandages, were you? Ah, ha, 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 ha. Your shadow version of you explodes in a veritable volcano of fey force and arbitrary alliteration. The explosion blows another big hole in the ceiling of the sorceress's chamber. Okay, hopefully there's nothing else that bad in here. I've still got a bunch of buffs, so, you know, it's not as good as the slime buffs, but it'll have to do. Oh, wow, you're not a stick figure at all. Holy crap, you don't belong in this world. Die, monster. You burst into the final room of the naughty sorceress's lair. There, sitting on a huge black stone on a huge black dais, is the sorceress herself. Nothing could have prepared you for how evilly seductive and seductively evil she is. Even though she just appears to have bought her wardrobe from the warm subject. Do I need to say it? Do I need to say Hot Topic? No, I don't. I didn't. It was unnecessary. Black leather corset, black leather dress, black leather crown in her long black, not leather, hair. Oh, her hair wasn't leathery. Minus 10 points on your thematics. Your theming is messed up. She is a vision of pure malevolent naughtiness. Congratulations, adventurer. You made it to me. Now you may know the truth. The truth? You can't handle the truth. That's right. Let's lay it on her. We have all the conspiracies. We know what she's been up to. Her and the Illuminati. You're the cause of all this. All what? The monsters, the quests, the bad puns. You did it all. Oh, well then she is evil. You're so naughty. I may be bad, but I feel good. Now, are you sure you really want to fight me? Do you really want to hurt me? Hadriex, I am your mother. No, that's not true. It's impossible. I'm not getting enough whiny farm boy in that, am I? Search your feelings. You know it to be true. No, it's not possible. Well, that was over the top. I'm not really your mother, stupid. Jeez, I could tell you that all your fighting power comes from some lame microorganism in your bloodstream, and you'd believe it. Come up here on the dais, and I'll rock you like a hurricane. On the dais? Mock me on the dais? That's it. Call me the bus driver, because I'm taking you to school. You leap up onto the dais for the final battle. The sorceress points you, and a beam of very sticky light bursts out of her finger. It strikes you, and you suddenly feel very, very normal. She points at Sebastian and mutters a curse, so Sebastian whimpers. The sorceress pulls a tiny red vial out of the folds of her dress and quickly drinks it. Ah, much better. She looks 1 HP healthier than before. She blew away all my buffs. Even the ones that would last for tens of thousands of rounds that people gave me at the start of me playing this game. The ones that would never, could never go away. She blew them away. You're a monster. You mutter the ancient words of the ancient soupsmiths, conjuring a mass of, however that's pronounced, as cold as you can bear to make it. You toss the frigid globe of soup at your foe, coating her in it. Bon appetit. Alright, let's see. Well... plenty. I'm gonna start with a soul blaze. Maybe I should have tried to weaken her first. She tries to rend the very fabric of reality, but succeeds only at ripping her dress. It's a leather dress. That'd be hard to tear. My curse is only doing 3 damage. The sorceress falls to her knees as the final blow lands. Gah! Seriously? A cloud of black mist begins to gather around her as she writhes on the floor. Final form time! Oh, that's not a dragon. You seem to have grown an extra eyeball. The mist obscures her completely before parting to reveal a hideous apparition. It's got more fangs and tentacles than an anime convention. You feel vaguely like a Japanese schoolgirl. Behold my true form, adventurer, and behold it well, for it'll be the last thing you ever behold. Hold on a minute. I'm not beholden to behold anything, you hideous creature. You found me beautiful once. Ash, Army of Darkness, of course. Honey, you got real ugly real fast. Let's go. She entangles you with her tentacles and drools all over you. Ick! But not ow. Not even sleaze damage. Huh. I choose Sauce Geyser. She tries to spear with her fang, but you tell her, no fangs, I'm good. I swear half the time it's a pun battle. We must have that same prestige class that Ellen took levels in. Bonk. Ah, she healed. It was probably the most disgusting display you've ever seen. Several of the creature's mouths suddenly vomit a bunch of blood onto its skin, which immediately clots into a huge scab. Tentacles then emerge to pick off the scab, and the creature emits what seemed to be a satisfied sigh. You don't make any sense. She tries to bitch slap you with her hideous palm analog, but you're too light on your feet for analog. Whatever. Apparently I'm too tough for you. This cannot be. It's not possible. It cannot be the case that this is the case. It doesn't matter, adventurer. By slaying me in my true form, you've merely given me the power to assume my actual true form, which I'm going to do right now. So that Zim episode, when him and Dib turned into wieners and were trapped on a couch because ravenous hungry dogs were outside the house? Dang it, how many times do I have to kill you? This battle's taken over half an hour and there's no save point. Ah, you'll never defeat me. There's a muffled pop and a slightly greasy smell as an apparition vanishes to be replaced by a nasty-looking floating sausage. The sausage throws bone fragments at you. Not sure why it throws them in capital letters, but it does. You look frantically around for a way to rearrange the situation, but your weapon proves ineffectual at stopping the barrage of razor-sharp pieces of bone. You get sliced, diced, julienne fried before you fall out of the tower over ass kettle, or ass over tea kettle. What? 700,000? You couldn't even cross 1 million? Dang it, Chief, that was rough. Yeah, tell me about it, you reply between bouts of coughing up blood. That stuffed sausage was doing... Did it seem weird to you? You're asking me. If I noticed anything weird while I was getting my ass handed to me by a magical floating sausage that used to be a woman and then was briefly a big tentacle monster, because no, this is pretty much a normal day for me. Why, did you notice anything weird? It's just that it was in all caps. Oh, what? Maybe you didn't see it the way I did. But I've got a feeling I know somebody, a former somebody at least, who would probably help us with this. Guy named Nagamar. He was a wizard back in my day, and he had this wand that did weird stuff with words. He always said he wanted to be buried with it, and I'll bet you anything that's exactly what happened. We should head over to the cemetery and check. You mean the cemetery? No, it's spelled with a, it definitely sounds like Nagamar is there. So our next step is grave robbery? Don't act like you're above it, boss. You pick up the rest of your teeth and head towards the misspelled cemetery. unknown to? No. No. Maybe over here? Loose teeth. Good. I needed some of my teeth back. Replacements will work. Alright, maybe over here? You know what? Maybe the crypt. No. That's okay. Getting some soul sauce is nice too. Rebuilding that. Nah, the stats here suck. We are regaining MP though. Aha! Your vision begins to swim as you approach a particular tombstone. It almost looks like it says PRI instead of RIP. Weird. Leaning against the stone, you see some hot gravy utensils. That's strange. Somebody must have been here recently if the utensils are still hot. Shake your head. Why do you think there were utensils here? What is actually here is a giant rusty shovel. That will come in handy with your next task. This wand radiates powerful magic. It's long, thin, and adorned with a constant shifting pattern of letters. Oh, I have to take my pan off to equip this thing. You reach out to the egret and give it a hug, but it's so vapid that it doesn't notice your gesture and it flies off. No, that's not even a little bit what happens. You shake your head, grab your utensil. No, you grab your shovel and dig up the grave. 6 feet down, you unearth an iffy taco nog menorah and think to yourself, I should not drink the taco nog in those candles. It looks really iffy. You okay in there, Chief? You are startled from your reverie to see an ornate mahogany coffin. You pry the coffin over to reveal a magnate snorkel. You'd think that a guy that important would hire somebody to keep better track of his snorkels. Keep it together, boss. You pry open the coffin to reveal Nagamar's skeleton, clutching a simple wooden wand. You gingerly grab it, shove it into your sack, and leave this weird grave site as fast as your feet can carry you. Said it was a one-handed weapon. Equip. She whips you with her long black hair, and you see a long black veil coming down. Oh, well, it's too late. I've got it equipped now. Something about my German not being very good. Sorceress points at you with a beam of blue light, shoots out of her middle finger. Thanks for the pick-me-up, she says, and you feel energy drain from your body. Curse you! She scored a hit on me that time. Throwing some bone fragments at you, but the wand of Nagamar glows brightly, and you hear a song from Newt Bathers. The lifting melodies of washerwomen cleaning small amphibians soothe and delights you. The sausage spins in the air, casting a powerful sausage spell. A font of meat grinders appears to spew nasty metallic death your way. You wave your wand of Nagamar, and the font disappears, replaced with a soft fridge ornament. It bounces harmlessly off your left elbow and falls to the floor. The sausage bulges in the middle and releases a cloud of nettled hop stink. You collapse to the floor, choking. It smells like rotten beer and weeds. You wave your hands in front of your face, unable to think. Unfortunately, you wave the wand of Nagamar as well. Reality bends and twists like a CD in a microwave. No, a CD in a microwave does not bend and twist. It actually ignites in a whole bunch of little fiery bursts of light that are quite the light show, actually. Don't go sticking non-food items in your microwaves. Now, go watch it on YouTube like normal people. Watch other idiots do it. Watch other idiots nearly get themselves killed by stuffing a frickin' airbag in their microwave, and then it goes off. Wait, what's a CD? Or a microwave? A bolt of energy leaps from the wand to send Link to the past. The sausage falls through a rift in the space-time continuum and is promptly eaten by a cave woman. Yep, sent the Link to the past. She smiles at you through the rift. Zelda, she says, which is probably caveman for, that was really tasty, but I'm going to regret eating it later. Yeah, that may or may not have been cannibalism, but then again, according to NetHack, that's natural for cavemen, so who knows? You see that your way to the king is clear after the rift heals itself, and normality, or what passes for it here, is restored. But she's supposedly responsible for all the quests. If she's gone, and the kingdom's at peace... Oh, hi, King Ralph? Let me just smash that for you. You shout, Hai Kiba, and deliver a fierce karate chop to the prism. It shatters into a quadrillion tiny pieces of magic, which whirl around the king and blow him back to safety on top of the devastated sorceress's tower. The shards of magic from the swirling vortex in the sky, which rip and gash at the very fabric of reality. Whoops. King Ralph the 11th stands before you in all his regal glory. I'm sorry, adventurer, but the king is in another castle. Then he breaks into a hearty chuckle. You've been saving that one for a long time, haven't you? Well done, adventurer. You just laid the smackdown on that old skank with admirable daring-do and panache. I am eternally in your debt. Nice work, Chief. You really showed her. And with that out of the way, I can finally shuffle off what's left of this mortal coil. I'll see you on the other side. Frank vanishes into the shimmering portal where the king's prism used to be. I don't know if I want to go through this. There's more. I think I completed it. I feel like I just finished the last boss. I think I'm ready to end for today because we're almost at the 2-hour mark. This is probably a bonus dungeon, or it could be the Ascension thing I keep hearing about, or it could be, I don't know, frickin' Zeramus. Who knows what's through there? I still have the Old Man in the Sea. I still have all kinds of psychoses. I have all kinds of other stuff to do, so I don't know. We'll end it for now. Can I play as the naughty sorceress when I ascend? I want to play it. I mean, a sorcerer's good and all, but an actual sorceress? Anyway, until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.